Okay, this is going to be my prediction for next week's main event. You know, the big super card between David Benavidez and Anthony Yarde. I did a prediction a bit earlier about the co-main event, which is Devin Haney against Brian Norman Jr. So check that one out. But for this one, Anthony Yarde and David Benavidez. I think that this fight is going to be, one thing for sure, it's going to be very, very exciting. You know, David Benavidez is obviously, you know, a big star in the sport. He's a super talent in the sport. He's on his path at light heavyweight to reign supreme. And there's obviously two big names in the light heavyweight division, and that is Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. You know, Dmitry Bivol is currently the super champ, but David Benavidez, I'm sure, would like the opportunity. This fight against Anthony Yarde. Now, Anthony Yarde, he's no joke of a fighter. He's definitely a good fighter. You know, he's challenged twice to be a world champion against great fighters. Sergey Kovalev, that was a good fight. He went to Russia for that fight, and you know, I think that was his first loss. He hurt him bad in that fight, and then his other loss was against. Actually, he has another loss against Lyndon Arthur, I think, that he avenged a few times. But his latest loss, I believe, was against Artur Beterbiev, who was the king at that point. And you know, it was a shootout basically. Anthony Yarde, he hurt him as well in that fight. Not as bad as Kovalev, but he hurt him. One thing that Anthony Yarde has, I think that he does have heart, and he definitely can punch. And I think he can take a punch too. He's definitely been stopped twice, but I don't think that's because of his punch resistance. I think that's really because of his stamina. And I think that's his biggest weakness, is his stamina. And to be honest, I think in this fight, David Benavidez, he's a very high output, high skills, you know, hard punching fighter. Throws punches in bunches. And while I don't think he has the power of someone like Beterbiev, he definitely has power. And he definitely doesn't slow down. He's a 12-round fighter. And I think that this fight against Anthony Yarde is going to be competitive for the first, I would say, 6-7 rounds. I think that he could possibly hurt David Benavidez, because David Benavidez, he has been hurt earlier in his career. And I think that it's going to be very exciting for the first 6 or 7 rounds. But I think that Anthony Yarde, he is going to slow down. I think he has your stamina problems. And I think like I said, the first 6 rounds, it's going to be a shootout. He could hurt David Benavidez. I think Benavidez is going to take his time. First 4 rounds, he's not going to do much. I think his game plan will be to take Anthony Yarde into deep waters. And once Anthony Yarde, he gets a bit tired, David Benavidez is going to throw punches in bunches. And I don't see Anthony Yarde making the final bell for this fight. I see David Benavidez stopping him late. And that's where my money will be. I think 9, 10, 11, 12, it could happen. But one thing for sure is it's going to be a very exciting fight. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to all the fights on that card. It's going to be a mega card. But that's my prediction. David Benavidez, late stoppage.